Hey friends, it's Julia at the blog farmhouseharvest.net. Today I am going to do a different type of video. I'm just going to take you along with me as I do a little bit of homemaking throughout the day. I'm making a bouquet of hydrangea flowers. I am doing a gallery wall for a great deal and canning some cowboy candy and showing you a little bit of that process, and then also we'll be doing some fabric covered lampshades for those antique lamps that I picked up a while back. So the first project is the fabric covered lampshades. I was inspired to do this by Lisa Bass at Farmhouse on Boone. She did something similar. I picked up these really cute antique lamps. They're porcelain with old brass finishes on them, but they didn't have lampshades. And so I have been looking and looking. The only ones I could find were some really expensive ones on Etsy, and then even the cheapest ones that were fabric covered on Amazon that I liked were $50. So I picked up this fabric for $12 at Walmart. It's super cute and it matches the blues in my house. And now I'm just measuring the lampshades, measuring the fabric. I'll cut the fabric out about an inch longer on each side so that I have room to hem it. And then I'm actually going to do my hemming with hot glue to make it really easy. And then I will hot glue this fabric onto the lampshade. Now, the bottom of the lamp is a little bit wider than the top of the lamp, so there will be a little bit of extra fabric left on top. But my daughter actually had a great idea of making pleats. So what we did was we measured out about 3 inches. Every 3 or 4 inches around the top, we made a double-sided pleat. And I think they turned out super cute. So I just am making those hems with the hot glue and then hot gluing it to the base of the lamp first. And I just roll it along as I hot glue. It's pretty simple. I am hanging over the fabric about 1/4 of an inch onto these lampshades just to make them a little bit longer. But it's actually a really simple process and it was really easy to do. It probably took us about an hour. So everywhere there was an edge, I hemmed it basically with the hot glue instead of a sewing machine. And then so that there's no raw edges showing on the lamp at all. So the bottom, the sides where it comes together, it's all hemmed with hot glue. And then for the top, I'm just kind of showing you how I'm doing that double-edged pleat. And it's about every 3 inches that I make a pleat on both sides, and then just fold the top over the top wire of the lamp and hot glue it down inside of the lampshade so that you can't see it. Pretty simple process, and I really like the way that these turned out. I do intend on using these in the family room, where I'm also doing the gallery wall, but I don't have end tables for them yet. I've been looking but haven't found the right ones. So for now, they are going to go in the front room on top of the piano. And I think they look really good right here too. It matches the blue in the painting, and it's kind of got an Americana feel to it, but I like them in here, and this room could definitely use the extra light. So they look great for now, but eventually I will be moving them to the family room when I get the right end tables found. And if you know of any good ones that are from the early 1900s, 19 to 1940s, let me know. Next project is making cowboy candy. I was debating between pickled jalapenos and cowboy candy, but my kids really like the cowboy candy, and I must admit it is super good with crackers and cream cheese. But all you do is you get about 3 pounds of jalapenos, which we had growing in our garden, and you chop those up, and then you make a brine with vinegar and sugar and a few spices, including mustard seed and garlic, and then cook the sliced jalapenos in that brine for a little bit, pack your jars, and water bath them for about 20 minutes. And that recipe made 5 of these half-pint jars, so about 5 cups of jalapeno or of cowboy candy. And then we actually ended up opening a jar that very same day and eating that with crackers and cream cheese, and it was delicious. And I had a whole bunch of brine left over, so instead of throwing that away, I chopped up a head of lettuce and added about a quart of sweet corn, and then ended up making a sweet corn relish that was really spicy, like the jalapenos that were cooked in it beforehand. So I ended up making 5 quarts of the cowboy candy and then 9 quarts of the sweet corn relish with the same brine, so that nothing went to waste. Okay, on to the next project. This is very budget friendly. It is a wall gallery. These frames I found on Amazon. They're oak, unfinished oak frames, and I got 4 of them, the larger ones, which I think were 11 by 14s, for $25. All of these have the plastic instead of glass, which I really like because they don't break. And I'm just messing around with different designs, how I want to arrange these on the walls and trying to get that figured out. And then I will put it up on the wall with these command hooks instead of putting nails in the wall. The first thing I did was started with the top center because I knew where I wanted that to be top center on that wall. And then from there, I eyeballed basically to make the 2 pictures that go underneath that be centered underneath that one frame. And then I'll move to the left and center the left 2 just to the side of these, and then move to the right and center those pictures just to the right of these. So I didn't do any measuring. It's all I'm doing it all by sight, but I'm actually using the picture frames themselves to center on each other so that I know where to hang them. And I really like using the command hooks because I don't like putting nail holes in these new walls. But this was actually a super fun project. I got prints on Amazon for about $15 for 9 prints, and then the frames were super inexpensive, so the whole project ended up costing about $40. And that's just great because we've been in this house with bare walls for 6 months now, so a little bit of art is definitely welcome now. Just going to show you how this looks from a couple different angles. I'm pretty happy with it. I might mess with it a tiny bit more, but I really do like the way that this turned out. I also might change out some of the prints that are in there for some different prints, but here's the wall a little bit farther away, and I love it. It looks great. And now I need to do this to the other side of that sitting window too. I just wanted to give you a close-up to see that these are actually, they're less than $10 a piece, but really good quality frames. All right, next project is I'm just gonna go ahead and make a bouquet of flowers. I have some beautiful hydrangeas that are out on the front porch. They're doing really well. They come out white and then they get really pretty pink edges on them. So I'm just gonna cut a bouquet of these to bring into the house. If you're looking for fresh flowers to plant outside that you can cut bouquets from, hydrangeas are definitely something that I highly recommend. The blooms last a long time when you use them as cut flowers inside the house, and they bloom all summer long outside. So they're beautiful inside and out, and they smell really good too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and got some good ideas and a little inspiration for your own home. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and we'll see you next time.